Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here?
Oh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
You should never mix drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't candid camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you're here?
All right, everyone. Welcome to hello, Mother. Hello, Shell and Tom. Hello, Bill. How you doing? Been a while. I'll say Merry Christmas still. Merry Christmas. Still fucking Christmas. The 12 days of Christmas are the 12 days after Christmas, so it's still Christmas. We've got until at least like the 6th. And Happy New Year. Yes, hello, Shell. Yes, Happy New Year. Why is everyone not showing up on there? Oh, there you go. Yes. Right, you're going to have to listen to my guts for quite a while. Yeah, well, this one goes out to Tom, Cheryl, and Mother.
You're joining so early. Shit the bed.
Right, yes, how have you been? All right. Oh, fucking hell. Knocked my fucking coffee over nearly. Christ almighty, that's not a good start, is it? Fuck's sake. Alright. That's my fucking t-shirt. Luckily, it didn't spill a lot. Fuck's sake. Genuinely thought I'd just tip the whole cup of coffee everywhere. Hello, Rex. How are you? You right, mate? But I didn't. But I'm still pretty much full. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I won't do it. Fucking hell. Get settled in, shall we? How are you, lot? All? Can you hear me all right? Let's loosen up the trousers, I think. How's your Christmas been? Have you had a good Christmas? Mine was pretty good. Nothing bad. It was good. It was good. I had a nice time. I'm gonna have a break from drinking for a while though now, because I've had a fucking enough, to be honest. I'll have at least a month off, hopefully. Mother said, how hard is it to spam the new crossbow? Well, if you are being serious, Mother, I find it okay. It's a stiff though. JP, how you doing, mate? He said, aloha from Columbia, Missouri. Happy New Year, mate. Happy New Year. It's real. I don't suppose you've got one of those Sobex, have you, Mother? The arms, the little wheel that's in that groove is really fucking tight. But yeah, there was too many cocks, hard, stiff in the title of that video for me, and I thought it's just too much. The video will probably get hidden. It hasn't though, luckily. It's had quite a few views, but all of the Sobek videos do, luckily. So yeah, but yeah, cock, hard, stiff, difficult. I just thought I'm gonna say span instead. Still got some alright views though. Yeah, I went in the shed a bit today. Percio, how you doing, mate? So I went in the shed a bit today. I didn't do anything per se, just clear up because all of my level working tools was all over the place, and half of it was in bags chucked in the Wendy house because there'd been rats in the fucking shed, and there'd also been, I don't know if I told you all this. Did I tell you all this? There'd been a pheasant hanging up in the shed, and it got moved to a place where basically it was a nice, perfectly safe place, and then it got moved right next to a shelf, and then the rats had got in there, tore all the feathers and crap off this pheasant all over my leather working tools and leather and shit like that. So I had to get all of my stuff out, put it in the, because I was just so pissed off, I just got it all out. This is ages ago. Put it in the Wendy house. So I've put all that, cleaned all that, put it all back in the shed today and sorted out my little cupboard. So if I do want to do something, I can do it now. But yeah, because my hands aren't too bad right now. They're not, they still hurt every day, but they're not like that horrible. Like my hands were hurting so bad at one point, I genuinely didn't think I was ever going to be able to really do anything properly again with my hands, like working. They're all right now. I feel like I could. I just need to make sure that if they start hurting properly, to stop. Because they still get stuck. Like my fingers will get stuck and shit like that. And yeah, it is what it is now. So, So yeah, how was everyone's Christmas then? I know I've spoke to half of you before now anyway. But yeah, I hope you've had a good one. Mine's been, you know, as the older you get, the less you sort of do. It's been reasonably quiet. I've had the family round. I did have at least one night, at least one night of playing games with people. Deep in the back of the evening, Mike, you're alcoholic. Oh, you know me so well, Dave. How you doing, mate? You're right. Birds are too bloody quick. Bill says, so, Mike, I hear you've had some difficulty cocking your handle recently. I personally feel that handling sturdy equipment causes people to make little noises. I feel I bear evidence of the potency. Fuck's sake, yes. There was too many cocks and, yeah, in that title, I had to change it, but yes. Hang on. The potency of the equipment being handled, yes, exactly. Exactly. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Christmas was good. Yeah, someone asked me the other day, they said their Sobek was really difficult to cock. And I did a video today saying why I think it is anyway. I watched the film The Night of the Hunter a minute ago. Just before I came on here. It finished about 10 to 9. I haven't seen The Night of the Hunter for probably 20 years, and I forgot the end of it. Forgot the last half an hour. There's a lack of spit beforehand. Maybe. I forgot the end of it. Technically, Night of the Hunter is a Christmas film. Night of the Hunter is a Christmas film. Matty, how you doing, mate? You all right? How you doing? Oh, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. How are you? Mother said, still trying to understand why others can't see my comments. Well, you should be able to now, because this isn't I'm not doing a vertical and a horizontal one tonight. And you'll be able to see them here. No, everyone should be able to see it. Dave said you got a hot tour on that thing. That sounds like it, fuck's sake. What the fuck have I started? Bill said that's more of a matter of chafing there, Persia. But yes. Yeah. Share the money, love. Shut up, mother. Oh, God. Ah, got it. Oh, God. He's been timed out for 5 seconds. If he does it again, he gets 24-hour one. It's not even me who does it. It's automatic. I forgot about that. I didn't realise that was one of them. So, yeah, anyway, tell me what you lot have been up to. I haven't been doing a lot. Matty said, I got myself a Barnick Havoc Hunter today, so I'm buzzing, mate. It's a beast of a slingshot. Yeah, let me look that one up. See what Matty got himself today, shall we? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's like an even modern version of the sort of old school. I can't remember what they're called now. What's the classic? Fucking hell, it's gone out my head. You lot all know the one, the classic. The classic one of those with the arm. Well, that is the one with the arm. Black Widow. Thank you, Matty. Yeah. It went out my head, and then I couldn't think of what it was called. Yeah, it's like a more modernised version of that, isn't it? By the looks of it. That's a barnet. I don't know if that's a genuine barnet, but it does say barnet on it. Don't know if that's the original bands. Doubt it. This hasn't really been shot a lot, so I'd be careful with it. Right, where are we? Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? How was your Christmas, Nick? Good, I hope. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Right, where are we? Deep in the Bunker said, just started season 4 of Stranger Things, or as I call it, the Autism Kids. Oh, yeah. Oh, Christ. I could probably watch Stranger Things now it's ended. I did see people on Facebook deliberately trying to fucking ruin it all, which I'm not that bothered anyway. But yeah, now it's finished, I'll actually watch it because I can't stand keep watching stuff that suddenly gets cancelled. I'd rather just watch something, wait till it ends. I don't care if there's spoilers, you know what I mean? Don't do any spoilers on here, anyone, though, because people might not have seen it. But I've got to love a good catapult. I'll tell you what I found today, Pergio, actually. So when I was clearing up, I found a bag of random stuff. I didn't have a clue what was in it. When I looked in it, there were 3 unmade wooden catapults. Yeah, so they could be a project soon. Cheryl said, we slept, ate, drank, watched movies, and repeat since Christmas Eve. I dare not get on the scales. Yeah, I need to start losing weight again. Fucking Christmas. I definitely ain't drinking for a while. I've had enough of that. Right, where are we? Hello, Neil. How you doing, mate? You right? Nick said, I haven't watched Stranger Things since the end of the 2nd season was ruined for me in the comments of a Pornhub video. Couldn't fucking believe it. People do it on purpose. People do it on fucking purpose. Someone on Facebook did it, but I caught it before I read too much of it. Yeah. Because why would you do that? Like, for like 2 minutes after it's been on, they go on and they fucking spoil it for everyone just because they've seen it, you know. But, yes. Rid said, Mike with a slingshot, Mike, you traitor. Sell me for 30 pieces of silver while you're at it, why don't you? Hand it over. I'd have the 30 pieces of silver any day, Rich. Oh, gosh. How are you, Rich? You all right? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Demon Wang said, few shots of Ozark, Mike. You'll be skinnier than Ariana Grande. Fuck's sake, you imagine. I don't want to be that skinny. Fuck's sake. I know what you're on about, though. The fucking jabs, yes. Pergio said, just got in from the Burns Football Award thing. She didn't win anything. I'm fucking shattered. I hate people and places. Makes me feel tired. All the fake smiles I have to do. Yeah, it's hard work, isn't it? If you don't really want to be there, you know, that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. You do want to be there for your daughter, but you don't want to have to deal with people and being outside. Nick said he'll start shitting his guts out and spewing racism any second. That's right. I might start fucking shitting my guts up in a minute, but you've probably heard them. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. I actually had to run to the toilet last night. Maybe I am turning into him. I had to run to the toilet last night. If I'd have been out, I probably would have shat myself. It was that bad. So, yeah. So my hands are slightly better now, which means I can hopefully get on with some jobs. It's going to be slow progress now. It won't be like it was, where I was, like, doing a couple of knives a week. It might mean, I don't know, 1 knife every couple of weeks or something like that. I ain't going to be able to do a lot, but it does mean I can now get stuff done. But I've got a list up there of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 13 things up there, not including 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then all of them fucking knives. It's about 40. Sheriff said, what are you eating for your guts to be rumbling? I don't know. Well, I do know what I've eaten, but I don't know what would cause my guts to be playing up. What's the time? It's not too late for a little bit of talk food. Food talk. I had pasta, mushrooms, bacon in like a cheesy sauce earlier. None of those things would make my guts play up. I can't even remember what I had for my lunch now. Yeah, it's been going mental since yesterday. Matty said, I also just got a night vision for my Vlad. I've done a video on it. The Night Crystal 6 is a bargain. Works perfectly. Nice. Yeah, I've got some... sorry, I was trying to... Because I'm shit with the names of things. I've got some night vision that I got sent. No idea what the make was. That does sound good, though. What's the kind of price on that, then? Because they are... Even like a good deal one's quite dear in it. Could be lactose. You know what, Neil? It could well be lactose intolerance. Yes, you're right, actually. Yeah, maybe it's that. Because I know that milk does make my guts go funny. So, yeah. That's one of them things I never really associate properly. I could well be lactose intolerant. Thank you, Neil. Demon Long said, when are you going to do the cursed knife image show? In the style of Brandon Herrera, cursed gun images. If you remind me privately... Deep, I'll try and do that. £110. Now that's a proper bargain. That is a proper bargain. That is. The drop said, don't rush yourself. Spend longer on what you're making and you won't hurt your hands as much. Give it time and evening. Oh, yeah, how you doing, mate? You right? Yeah, I will. I'll just take my time now. I'll just take my time and, yeah. And if my hands hurt, I'm just going to have to stop. Yeah, my guts are getting mental. My apologies, because the microphone's like right there, so you're going to be hearing it all night. Would you like? Should we have a vote? Would you like me to swap the microphone to this one up here, so you don't have to listen to my guts anymore? Matty said, "Right, I'm off. My guy just popped in to say hi. Take care, Matty. Hope you have a good evening, mate, and good Sunday tomorrow, innit? Yeah, I'll keep thinking it's Friday because of first night being on. See you later, mate. Good night." Yeah, I haven't really been doing a lot, so most of my week has just been cooking, watching films. I have watched some films. I have watched Weapons, which I won't spoil because that's still proper new. I quite enjoyed Weapons. I like the style that it's told in. It's told in one person's perspective. And then it'll go to another person's perspective and show part of that timeline and a little bit more, sort of thing. And then it'll go to another person's perspective, and that'll go back a bit, tell part of the other people's perspective and their perspective of it. You know what I mean? Yes, I won't spoil Weapons, but I liked Weapons. I thought that was quite a good film, personally. And then I also watched Smile 2. Which I think Smile 2 was easier to follow and probably better than the first one. The plot... Oh, okay, I will, Bill. So the plot of Weapons is a classroom of, I think, 18 children. 17 of the children in that class just get up one night at 2:17 in the evening and just run out their house and disappear. And they all run in a really weird way like this with their arms out like that. Quite creepy. Yeah, they disappear and then it's trying to work out what's going on in that. So Nick said, I watched Weapons a while ago and I thought it was absolute shite at first, but I think it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I quite liked it. Who was in Weapons? In Weapons was Josh Brolin was in it. He was one of the dads. And most of the other people I couldn't tell you. I think Josh Brolin was probably the most famous person in it that most people would know. But that's new. It's like, I think that's only just been out in the cinema and to rent at the minute. So you wouldn't see it on any sort of, it's not on Netflix or anything yet. Fucking hell, my gut's getting mad. Sorry, it drives me mad. I don't know how well you can hear it, but I can hear it like, it reverberates up my body and into my ears. But yeah, Weapons, I really liked. I thought Weapons was good. And yeah, and Smile 2. That was good. Magic Man, how you doing? He said, hey, are you selling your custom 6.5-inch broadheads that work with the Man Kung Sobek by any chance? I'd happily buy some. Okay. Probably yes. But not until the end of January, early February. I need to get all the bits, but I have the opportunity to go to an actual shop and buy a load of bolts. Actually, that won't be the right ones anyway. You want Sobek ones. So yeah. Yes, yeah, soon. Sorry, I was getting confused for a second because I keep trying to make other broadhead bolts, and I keep not being able to get them because the bolts keep turning up wrong. Yes, I should be able to make some soon. I'm just going to do them the old style that I used to do them, which I know is perfect and solid as fuck and work perfectly. And Smile is about... Why the fuck do you describe it? They get possessed by some sort of demon type thing that makes them see things, and they see people smiling at them, and then they try to kill them. That's the very basics of it. It's better than that, though. But I think Smile 2 is better than Smile 1. Magic Man said, cheers, mate. I'm useless at making mine. Yeah, no, I will make some. What it is, I haven't been able to make anything because I've just been diagnosed with osteoarthritis in my hands. But at the minute, it's eased off enough that I could work now. I just need to be careful, not overdo it. And the good thing with Sobek bolts, you can get those bolts easily. So all I need to do is get the heads. So I'll do that soon. And then Bill, he would like some of the standard broadhead bolts. Well, I'm going to a shop soon where I can buy the standard bolts that I know definitely fit the broadheads that I need to fit on them. So I should be able to make both kinds soon. Yeah. So I would say realistically this won't be till the beginning of February because I've got some things to do first, and I won't get the opportunity to go to this shop to get the other bolts till then. Gmail Alt, how you doing, mate? You alright? Nearly didn't see you there. You comment because you've got no icon there. Nick said, I've been watching Welcome to Dave recently based on the new It films. Really enjoyed it so far. Yeah, someone was telling me about that. They reckon it's good. It directly sort of follows, or not follows because it's set before, isn't it? But it's the same bloke who made the two new It films, isn't it? And same actors and all that. I think, as far as I know, they've changed some of the concepts from the book, but then who doesn't do that anyway? You know what I mean? That's not a big deal, you know. But yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, they'll be brought. What I'll do, I'm gonna have to wash my hands after I do this, though. But I'll show you anyway. Fuck it. Where are they? What have I done? All right, hang on. Just give me a second. I just need to go in the other room. Fuck is it? All right, hang on. When I make the Sobek bolts, they will have broadheads similar to that, but slightly bigger. So these are the type of bolts that Bill would want. But yeah, I'll do Sobek bolts with them kind of heads on. Well, I just need to put all this shit back. It's a load of stuff that was out in the shed that potentially is contaminated with, like, rat fucking piss, essentially. Or could be, anyway. Right. David wrote, Mike, did you get that chair for Christmas? I did, but not this Christmas. I've had this. Metallic got me that. And there she is. Hello, our queen. How are you? Right. Metallic said, hey, you lovely people. Happy New Year. TC said, how are your hands? They are getting better, mate. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Yeah, they're a bit better now. Sam, how you doing? You all right, mate? So they still hurt pretty much every day. They still pretty much hurt every day, but they're good enough now that I reckon I could do a bit of work. So I will be going in the shed soon, and I'll get a couple of things done. So hopefully there'll be some projects coming again now, because I haven't done anything for ages, have I? And it's not that I haven't wanted to, but I don't think I've done any projects probably since, I don't know. I might have done a bit of leather work last time I was around Metallics. But yeah. So yeah, so they still hurt all the, I still get pain, but it's mild enough that I can make some stuff now. So anyone who's been waiting for things, yeah. Sam said, are there any 8mm blank firing left that are legal? Do you know what? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I think most of the ones that will be legal now potentially be revolvers, but they're like 38 anyway. Sam, was that you who done a message like the other day about handing some in? I had quite an interesting comment from someone who handed a blank fire in. So not the same item, but Metallic handed something in too. That was you, Sam. Yes, that was quite an interesting conversation. I hadn't managed to reply yet. So I'll tell them the basics, and if I'm wrong, yeah. Sam handed his one in just to be safe, you don't want to get in any shit. And they didn't even know it was a thing. That's so fucked up, isn't it? Because you can't risk it though. But then when you do, they're like, oh, we didn't even know this was a thing. Hello, Spacey. How you doing, mate? Yeah. Yeah, I have been meaning to reply, but I've been busy today, and what my plan was probably to reply to you tomorrow about that. But yeah, feel free to mention it if you want. But yeah. So he handed it in, and they didn't even know. Looked at him like he was mental. Fuck yeah, typical. That's the thing, though. From my experience, you can't rely on them to even know the laws properly. Because it's like when they came around here once and started saying all my crossbows was illegal. And, well, none of my crossbows are illegal. And they took them saying that, so they'll either do one or the other. They'll leave stuff that's illegal because they don't know, or they'll start taking legal things because they don't know that they're okay. TC said, thoughts on the new 28 Years Later movie coming out this month? I don't want to do any spoilers, but if it goes along the lines of the last 5 minutes of 28 Years Later, it will either people will fucking hate it or they'll love it. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Fucking hell. Yeah, that's such a bizarre concept. It seems, I don't know. Hello, my name's Jimmy. Exactly. I don't know what. So I found that quite amusing, but also when you think of like the context of it, what the fuck was he thinking? And whose idea was that? Was it fucking? Did Alex Garland write that? Because I know that if Danny Boyle directs it, but Alex Garland wrote the original one. Now I don't know because I noticed that every single one of the ones that Danny Boyle and Alex Garland wrote will have masses of men's asses and cocks in it. Oh God, I don't know. Sam said, my rationale. Okay, sorry, mate. Yeah, my rationale was I bought an 8mm gap over the counter and gave identification, said my name is likely on database. Oh no, I totally get you, mate. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, do it. Yeah, you're rational. Yes. Yes. No, I totally get why you give them up. I'm lucky I didn't have nothing. No, I don't have any blank fires now. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking over there. But yeah, no, I'm lucky I don't have any. I didn't have any to have to get rid of. And he did the right thing. And, you know, because of that, if you've given ID when you bought it, I think you probably were. I'm pretty sure that was the point of it. I'm pretty sure that there was a database, weren't there? I think you're right. David about Metallic, how was the New Year's fireworks display? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil 28 years later for everyone, but the last 5 minutes, people either hate it or love it. Richard said, Mike's hipster moment where he starts ranting about popular movies being overrated. And that's not true. Sure, what do you shut up, DC? Yeah, it's completely mental. The end of 28 years later is mad. And then the next term's going to be about that. So someone needs to try to turn one of those into old school plastic cowboy cat revolver. What, blank fire and revolver. Yeah, I think the only ones I know that are legal now, the two ones are. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what's legal now because there's so many that get banned. My dad said it was awesome, deep thanks. They met their neighbours because of it too, and they were friendly and appreciative of the free show. Nice. We couldn't see no fireworks. We could see one set of fireworks going off down the road. And actually, all of the rest, it was quite interesting. It was very foggy and cloudy. So all you could hear was the bang, 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 constant and flashing going in the clouds. It actually looked quite mental. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. It was a bit different. I filmed it, actually. Even like a supermoon tonight. Looks massive in Kent. Nice. Matat said, my favourite cheese was permitted to light some. Made his night. Nice. Yeah, Sam, I would have got rid of them. I don't have anything illegally. It's too risky. If you're on any kind of, you could be any kind of database nowadays. Because I'm pretty sure I've read something that when you're buying certain things, they are putting you on lists nowadays. And there was something definite, which I think was blank firers. This is the other thing. There's so many constant law changes and add-ons to things that I can't remember any. It's overloaded me with fucking information. Spacey said, New Year firework wankers. Neil said, blizzards up here in the far north. No moon available at the moment. Yeah, I haven't looked out there. I ain't looked out there today. I don't know. We might have a lovely moon right now. Fucking guts. Can you hear it? I could change the microphone to that one up there if it really does your heads in. Yeah, I didn't see any fireworks New Year's Eve. Well, I saw a couple down the road. Matata just checked. Lovely full moon and clear sky. But it's normal size here. It snowed as well places in the UK today, didn't it? Anyone got snow at the minute? Because we had some snow this morning. I know near Metallic there's some snow. There was. Yeah. That does mean you could get some. If anyone's got some snow and you want to film some Christmas scenes for next year, for when I do a piss take of It's a Wonderful Life, I may be able to get you a scene idea. DC said, yeah, Tipton, it's fucking freezing. It's cold here. It's cold here. I had a pair of shorts on. I had shorts, trousers, t-shirt, jumper, fingerless gloves. I don't know if I ever wore them, though. Didn't need them. Hat, hoodie. Yeah, it totally snowed in here. Roads shut a lot. My dad said, yeah, it's still here. Don't think any more has fallen, though. Just too damn cold to melt. Drop said, got more gunfire than fireworks here. Ended up tending the bonfire through the night. Oh, yeah, I forgot you was doing your, you had a fire going, didn't you? Yes. Hello, Penny, how are you? Right. She said there is a lovely full moon tonight, too. Yes, I might go and have a look later. I might go and have a look at it later. Demon says -2 at the minute. Spacey said midnight boom sounded like a fridge exploding above my house, and some wanker, some wankers went well after midnight. Fuck so. Yeah, you don't want it going on too late, do you? It's all right, you know, at midnight. That's when you're supposed to be doing it, ain't you? But yeah. The talent said I wanted to stay for your New Year penny in the drops. Couldn't act that shit though. I think all of us disappeared before it was your New Year's, didn't we? Yeah. Ended up sitting up very late, drinking too much, and then thinking, oh, I ain't going to drink for a month, which I'm going to stick to. TC said, really real for homeless people. You really feel for homeless people right now. Must be very shit. I'll tell you what, I often say this to Metallic and my mum, actually, or anyone I see at the time, but whenever I go out in the really cold, the fucking first thing I think is I would not want to be homeless tonight. That's always my first thought when it's really cold. I would not want to be homeless tonight. Yeah, every time. Yeah, when you go out in the cold and it's fucking, you know, you really feel it. You think people living out in this shit must be horrendous. Yeah. Space said in bed by 11. With that said, I did my workout New Year's Day. Drops said appreciated, but I wouldn't ask you to stay up till 6 a.m. Let those nights happen naturally. Well, that's it. You know, I used to stay up till about that time, didn't I? I can't seem to do it nowadays. I don't know. Can't seem to do it nowadays. No, like 2 years ago, I could easily stay up till 6. What it is, though, it's not that I don't stay up till 6. Once it gets to about 4 or 5 o'clock, I feel the need to come indoors. Benny said when I started falling asleep. Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Yes, yes. Yeah, I struggle nowadays. When it gets to about 4, it's not, as I say, it's not that I'm tired. I'll be honest with you. What it is, most of the time, gets to about 4 o'clock and I feel the fucking really bad urge to eat. So I end up going in, and then once I'm in, I can't just come back out. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be homeless. I think if I was homeless, it depends. Because I think once you've been homeless, you probably have places and things and, ideas of things you could do. Initially, when you're homeless, I bet it's horrible because my initial thought would be, fuck it, I'd rather go in the woods and have a fire. You know what I mean? But that's not always an option. Tell you how cold it is. I got a vest on underneath my t-shirt. Which I don't normally do. It's chilly in here tonight. Fuck's sake. Yeah, squat. Well, yeah, squat. You know, there are things you can do. It depends where you are, because obviously going into the woods and having a fire isn't an option in a city. You know what I mean? Yeah, squats. But it still don't, you know, must be fucking horrible. John, how you doing, mate? You all right? Saint, how you doing? You all right? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that. Jock said, don't worry, mate. Newspapers will keep them warm. When it gets to a certain temperature, they open up school gyms for them. That's what I was on about. When you've been homeless for a while, you know the things that can be done. You know there are places to go. You know these places, libraries, if you want to get out of the shit in the day. And, you know, they know. I'm not saying it makes it any easier, but if it's the thought of it, when you don't know anything about living like that, the thought of it is horrendous. Neil said, I don't know why we tolerate folk being homeless. No need for it all. Housed everyone during COVID. Could do it. Well, exactly. Yeah, it is an unnecessary thing. Berger said, -2. Real feel -11 due to the wind here, but clear and dry. John said, I've ordered my first crossbow. Man Kung Sobek. Nice one. Congratulations, mate. Hello, Pete. How you doing, mate? You all right? Saint said, are you excited for it to be -5 on Tuesday? Oh. Yes, I am. I can't wait. Sam said, what's the current situation with knives? I know there's a petition running currently, but not sure how to answer. Seems targeted people who retail knives. So what was that about then, Sam? I'm not sure. What is that? Do you know what that's? I don't know about that. What is it? Yeah, I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue. Because obviously you can own knives, you know, we can, you can only legally, a knife with a blade that doesn't lock and under 3 inches, you can carry that without a reason. And you can carry other things if you've got a good enough reason for it, or, you know, you can't walk around with a fucking sheath knife in the city, but down the woods, no one, you know. Oh, it's a license for shops to sell knives. I don't reckon that would go through. Because the thing is, they've just changed the knife laws to make them, not knife laws, but they have just changed it to make it more difficult to buy knives online and sell them anyway. So I don't think that would happen, personally. Saint said, how's your hands, Mike? Not too bad at the minute. I went in the shed today and cleared it up so that if I want to do something, I can. Yeah, they still hurt every day. But, yeah. The thing is, thank you for asking, by the way, and anyone else who's asked tonight, I do appreciate that. The thing with the knife selling and that, it's already illegal for you to sell someone a knife without showing you ID. So when you buy a knife online, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to show ID, and then that knife is not allowed to be sent to someone unless the person who receives it shows you ID. So when you buy a knife and you don't show an ID at the door, the person who sold you has broken the law. Yeah, that knives have to be sent by law by an ID check now. So it's already, this is the thing. I think not a lot of people know that. Sellers don't know that. I've not even been ID'd at the door when fucking Henny Haynes send me knives. You know what I mean? So licenses aren't really. I suppose it would make these people who don't do what they're supposed to do more likely to do it. But yeah, you buy a knife online, you're supposed to show ID when you buy it, and when it comes to your door, you're supposed to show them ID to prove that you're over 18 and prove that you know what I mean. Spaces instead of a bayonet on a sober, I'm going to attach a large rubber cock. Bun the zombies to death. Good idea. Good idea. T says I bought a rondel dagger, talked to the fella on my ring doorbell, and he signed for me. Floppy bayonet, just like our forefathers. Saint said Lidl in the middle aisle literally have an entire section of kitchen blades, only in plastic wrapping, completely unprotected, yet £150 bushcrafts are a problem. Yeah, well, I sent someone a knife recently, and Mark, if you're watching, let me know if you got the knife, because if you didn't, customs have had it, and it's been confiscated. John, how you doing, mate? He said, hi, I bought the Mancung crossbow. Very impressed with it, but I want the limb to be £100. I've been looking at the AR Stinger limb. Would you recommend that brand? John, I can't guarantee it would fit at the minute because I've not seen that limb. But if you give me a chance, I can ask someone to measure one tomorrow, and I could let you know. Neil said, yeah, need ID on delivery, as I just bought my first penknife in 30 years. Yeah, some of them do it. Some of them do it now. Don said, now there's an episode of Walking Dead they never made. Nah, what? The bumming the zombies. Sam said, do you think I'd be safe continuing collecting commando daggers, plus maybe getting a British officer's sword reproduction without fear of having them in any time? The only thing I can really say, Sam, is make sure that you only buy stuff in the UK. Don't get anything from abroad because it could get stopped by customs, and even if it's legal. I think officer's swords will always be all right. Daggers and commando knives have never really been mentioned in any... I don't know why. There must be a reason they haven't. But they never mentioned daggers in any of these like threatening, scary blades, even though a dagger is one of the own, a fucking daggers, most daggers, like the Fairbairn such fighting, that's made for killing people. It has no other reason. Do you know what I mean? That's legitimate what that's made for, killing people. Zombie knives and all that, they're all fucking wall hanging things. Yeah. Luckily, luckily these people who are in, authoritative situations don't know that. I don't know, but yeah. Saint said, do you get a message from customer? You do if they have your return address. Yeah. If they had my return address, they would have that. But because I don't trust customs to not send the police around my house for sending something totally legal to someone, I didn't put my return address on it. Because I don't trust them. Because I know people who have bought knives from America that was perfectly legal, not even on the verge of might be legal, totally legal, like a bushcraft knife. Customs have stopped it and told the police, and the police have gone around these people's houses and then threatened to take all what they do. They stand at your door trying to threaten you, saying that what you're doing is illegal. We can come in and take all your stuff. And then people who don't know go, okay, come in, and then let them do it. I mean, not realizing that you can say fuck off. You don't say fuck off, but don't let them in. Don't let them. Bloody hell, Sam. Thank you, mate. Really do appreciate that. That genuinely means a lot to me. Thank you, mate. I don't know if I can leave a like on that, can I? Some of them you can leave a like on. Thank you, Sam. Well, 20 quid. Thank you, mate. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I wouldn't buy anything from abroad now. It's just not worth it. You can't trust customs to be doing a legitimate job. Because, yeah, there's a few people I've heard that's happened to. Try and catch up a bit. Anthony, how you doing? He said, what are your favourite movies from 2025? Oh, bloody hell, Anthony, that's a hard one to say. Metallic, can you remember me watching any that I loved? Don said, what target should I buy for the crossbow? I'm not sure, mate. That's hard to say. Because you just need something that'll stop the bolts, really. Dedicated, small target boss, as they call them. Or you could get one of those round... I'm going like that because it's a twirly bloody thing. What's it called? Straw. Fucking hell. So I think on the OAF 2019, it said Stuff with no legitimate reason. I guarantee they'll ban daggers and bayonets soon, 100%. Yeah, it's bizarre that they've never. Yeah, they never mention them specifically, though, do they? But I don't. It's a weird one with daggers and that. But I'll tell you what I did really like. Maxine was really good. So Maxine and oh fuck, what's it called? Hail Satan! That doesn't even happen in it. What's that one? The Substance, that was really good. Yeah. John said, do you think crossbows will be legal soon? Again, I don't know. I think possibly not, because again, they did change. They did do, thank you, Drop, long legs. They did do new legislation recently, or not new legislation, but they basically made it more difficult to get a crossbow, essentially, but they didn't. Again, IDs, supposed to be ID checks, when you get a crossbow. I got a crossbow recently, no ID at the door. But they reckon that the restrictions on those are high enough anyway. That's what they said, but it doesn't mean if people keep hounding. I don't know. I am an optimist. I may not always act like one, but I am an optimist. I think they'll be okay, and I think most knives and that'll be okay. Apart from keep, I don't know. If there are street gangs who start using a very specific knife, maybe that'll happen. But because the problem is there's no real the banning ninja swords and that's just to make it look like they're doing something. The banning making new legislation on zombie knives, again, it's just to make it look like they're doing something. I don't know. Metallic said, I'm drawing a blank on the films on the fly. Yeah, Maxine was good. Substance was good. Long legs. Bounces were in this year, and that might have been this year. There's a lot of comments coming. Thank you, everyone, and make sure you like the stream, please. I think so this is what I think will happen with crossbows. I don't reckon they'll ban them. I reckon they'd license them. Yeah, I don't reckon they'd ban them. Although the problem with the major issue really with crossbows is, apart from target shooting, which you can't fucking do anywhere, no hardly anywhere lets you do it, right? No bow places will, or most bow places won't. There's hardly any actual legitimate use for them. But it's luckily that they don't seem to think of these things. I reckon they'd license them, and if they license them, I'd have to get a license, because I'm not fucking getting rid of, I don't know, 21 crossbows I think I got. Saint said, I think if you're consistently worried about them being banned, I don't think you'll ever have fun in collecting. That's a very good point, Saint. That's why before they banned knuckle dusters, I already got rid of all mine, because I knew it was coming, and I was so paranoid constantly about it, because there was rumors for ages that it was going to change. So the moment these rumors sort of sounded like it was definitely going to happen, I've got rid of them all straight away. Because for ages, I hadn't enjoyed even knowing I had them. I used to wake up in the morning thinking, fuck, you've got to get rid of them. Just get rid of them. You're going to get arrested, and they'll raid you, and they'll take every fucking thing. And I couldn't enjoy it. And that's I'd always stay perfectly legal with all my collection anyway. Partly because if they find one illegal thing, they can take everything and make it very difficult to get the legal stuff back. And I can't enjoy having my collection knowing one little thing could get it all took. So I'd rather just not fuck about with anything illegal. Yeah. I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't enjoy having those knuckle dusters knowing that just one of them, and that's a plastic Christmas tree ornament that you can't put your fingers in, by the way. Yeah, I'm so paranoid and couldn't enjoy it. DC said ninja swords aren't even a real thing. It's stupid. I know. It's mental. 27 people. Don't get the light stream. John said, "Can you make a video on the man Kung on removing the safety gates?" Yes, I'll. If I don't do one about removing it, I'll do one where I can show you to add something on the sides to turn it on and off if you want. John said they won't ban customs, this is ban string. I don't know anything about Dusters, officer. Would you like to see my new garden? Sam said I was like that in Scotland when Scotland introduced licensing on air guns. I stopped buying air guns for years after that. Yeah, it'd be such a shame. Yeah, because again, if they did air rifle licenses down here, I'd have to get one, I think, because I don't want to give up my air rifles. Yeah. And it's too risky to have them illegally for me. And not that I'm recommending it, but because the thing is, if I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything illegal, right? But if you had never a chance of ever having the police around your house, they'd never know about it anyway. But I have had the police around here a few times, never for my weapons, and never actually when anyone's even done anything. You know, last time they came around here, they arrested me, and I haven't done anything. Because they normally have some like warrant for, because they know my family do landscape gardening, so they'll have a warrant for stolen tools. Is while they'll have an excuse to come here. That hasn't happened for ages. Last time that happened was 2017. So hopefully that's the end of it now. But yeah, but because of that, I can't risk anything illegal because, you know, and also I've got my stuff on video and all that, but everything I've got perfectly legal. Saint said, every once in a while I still see British blacksmiths and metal workers making banned items on the offensive weapons list, and it makes me wonder how many people know other than us collectors. Oh yeah, no, totally. You see it a lot, don't you? Yeah. And I've seen quite big YouTubers in the UK making illegal things. And I know there's a couple of ways you can get around it, but I know I'd bet money these people don't know they're banned and don't have the exemptions. Dimble Wang said, what's the fun police going to ban next? Nerf guns? Probably. Johnson, I think I've asked before, but what would it take to be a weapon museum? Well, I did look into that, and I couldn't find the full information, really. But so I think you'd need to talk to a solicitor or a lawyer to get the real information. But I did look into it, and as far as I'm aware, you don't have to have any sort of official sort of certificates off of people. You just have to. The main thing you would need is some kind of liability insurance for having people come in somewhere looking at things. You know what I mean? And that would cost a fair bit of money, I think. But to be classed as a museum, I looked into it. You basically have to. I can't remember all of it because there's a fair few things that you need to do, but nothing legally per se, apart from having this liability insurance. One of them said to be a proper museum, you do need to have a sign advertising to the public that you are a museum, if that makes sense, because otherwise then you're not. But there's nothing saying that sign can't be that big and up on top of your chimney. It's still a sign out there advertising that you're a museum. And I think you have to be open a certain amount of days a year as well. So something like, I don't know, 200 days in the year, you have to be open to the public for people to come in and look at the things, and you have to have a sign. Yeah, but I don't know really what. I couldn't find anything saying you have to go through legal things. The only thing you have to do is public liability insurance, because people are coming into a building and you're responsible for those people there. But I did look into it. I did look into making this bedroom a museum. Lee, how you doing, mate? You alright? 29 people watching it. Like the stream, everyone. Yeah, religious purposes or film acting purposes, yeah. Mainly production company, or you are hiring. If you run a like acting thing at a church per se, that's nearly enough. That's I think that's enough to have some prop weapons, you know. Drop said, if you being able to have a display is having a piece of perspectives, I'll pay for it. I think I get what you mean. Anyway. But yeah, well, I could make the sign. It only have to be that big. Watch the BBC documentary on people who make things on 3D printers. Some fella from America sent out the prints. Hello, your dad. How are you? You are your mother and your dad is on. Because of the change that's coming to shotgun licenses, I've got a feeling that the government are coming for us crossbow owners next. Who? Yeah, I don't really know. Shed Ninja, nice to see you on, mate. Welcome back. He said, hello all. Didn't battle orders try making every person who ordered a member of the reenactment society, but got told to not take the mickey? See, that's a great idea. But yeah, I did have a proper look into. I may even have a folder of all this, like how to make a museum, how to create a museum. And I think the main thing is all you have to do is have a building. The other thing is this isn't a. No, this will still be a private building. I don't know. A building that people can come into, because you'd have to abide by things like public liability and shit like disabled access and all stuff like that. But yeah, but I think the most difficult thing would be is the public liability. Because you're always right. Mother said YouTube hides my comments because you're always writing something fucking dodgy. That's why. You're probably writing things like that to hide the words because you're a sod. Our perspex sign, yes. Neil said, I suspect you'd need an holy amount of fire regulation. Yeah, that's another thing. So you would need like the fire regulations and the health and safety and stuff like that. But yeah. But there's nothing else you need. There is nothing else you need. You don't need to go to the council and, I don't think you just... Because I suppose it's like having a business property. I don't know, but as I say, I looked into it, and it sounds easy enough, but also not, if that makes sense. It's where it would be easier to talk to a solicitor. Saint said, you need to make some of those sticker graffiti artists used to stick with lampposts. Yes. But yeah, there's nothing saying that you can't advertise your museum with a sign about that big up on the chimney, and no one will ever come in because they don't know it's... That's what I mean by that, because my idea would be to make this room a museum, but and then make it so no one ever knows when it's open. So I don't have to have people turning up. Saint said that's one of those things you'd get dragged into court though and put you in massive debt. Yes. Doctor, start the Weapon Collector Collection Museum. Yes. But you know what though? If you did get access to having a museum, all of that fucking stuff on that offensive weapons list you'd be able to have. Because you can have it for that reason. You can have it if it's part of a production company, part of film production, religious but religious reasons wouldn't say the exemption for religion is really only like one or two things. There's no religion that carries a knuckle duster. Not yet, anyway. And what's the other ones? Museum. Or if they're historically important. There's a few different exemptions. I would be like a kid in the sweatshop. Sweet shop, fucking hell. Yes, fucking hell. That confused me for a second. We're fucking working in a sweatshop. No, thank you. Attack said, I'm going to sod off. Doubt pain has kicked in again. Have a great night all. See you next week. Good night, my queen. Have a nice rest up. I'll speak to you tomorrow at some point. Fucking hell. The drop said, Weapon Collector Curated Collection, or WCCC. Yes. Shad Ninja said, VR accessible, but not physically on your property. That would that work? Potentially. I think we thought about that once before, you know. I might actually write that down. That would be a way to go. That would be a way to go. Yeah, fuck, that's a great idea. I'm gonna have a proper look into that. Yeah. I think that might have come up as an idea once before. Good night, Neil, if you're going off, mate. Put some cherubs on the door and say it's a museum. DC said, I'll send you all my medieval weapon collection. That's it. That's it. We can all fucking compile it. Sam said, I am pleasantly surprised that harpoons are legal in the UK. Relatively affordable and actually interesting to follow on Instagram because of the amount of James Bond style girls who like them. I never thought about that. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yeah. It can be quite interesting what is legal and what isn't, and what you can buy like very openly. Deep in the Monk says, so if you want to start a BDSM museum, the props need to come from a real film set. No, they don't. Well, no, they don't need to come from a proper film set because the museum is enough. Well, I don't know. Yes, and no. TC said, just get everything to drop it all in. Yeah, get it all in off. Drop said, VR would be handy because every door could open to another person's collection. Yes. I have genuinely written that down, by the way. I might have a folder on my computer of all this stuff still somewhere. Because I did genuinely properly look into it. Documents. But yeah, I did have a proper good look into it once. TC said Indians can carry a knife for religious reasons. That's what I mean. So there are some religious exemptions, yeah, Sikhs. But as I say, you wouldn't be able to carry a knuckle duster for religious reasons. And you can carry a skein do and that or whatever. And the other one, if you're Scottish and you're wearing the full, Scottish gear that goes with it. But you can't just carry the knife. You've got to be wearing the whole setup. Drop said, wait, you mean you make lists of things? Just proving it. Punish Shedney. I nearly could just punish Snake then. And Assassin's Creed already did a VR version of your dusters for thieving chances. Yes. Oh, God. Mike is from the Smack Tribe. Fuck's sake. Yes. But yeah, I did. Did you know that my knuckle dusters are on? I do love that though. At least they are enshrined digitally forever now. Yeah. Not like I didn't get anything out of it. Sounds like CSA 80 bayonets are now for sale on certain website. You think they are surplus or repros? I don't know. Oh, do you know what? I wouldn't. In all honesty, Sam, I wouldn't have a clue. I don't know really a lot about bayonets. Do you know what? Maybe I should. But yeah, I should sue them. If you're ever interested, some of my knuckle dusters, at least 4, I think, maybe more, are in this game. Hang on. So if you get that game, play it, you'll see you can get knuckle dusters, right? At least 4 of the designs are mine, and I was never asked if I you know, I mean, they didn't get any money out of it. They just stole the fucking pictures online. Yeah, and they like did 3D fucking images of them. Drops it, and that huge titted lady has a tattoo of those dusters on her knee as well. Yes, yes, yeah. What's her name? Gemma. Can't remember her name though. What's her fucking name? There's an English glamour model who's got a tattoo of my knuckle dusters on her leg, and it's definitely my knuckle dusters because it's my king of the knuckle dusters knuckle duster. What they've done, they've just like mirrored it and then like. Yeah, well, mirrored it and like done it. It's hard to explain. Like done it backwards, but mirrored it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Maybe. Well, I don't know. I couldn't pattern my knuckle dusters anymore. They probably still could actually, but yeah. Thing is with knuckle dusters, there's two sort of. Everyone fucking copies people. Not even if you don't mean to. You're sort of influenced, like without even knowing, you know. But this, like with mine, unless it 100% was a design I came up with, I would never say that they're like all my original designs. I was having a bit of a rant about this the other night because there are a couple of people online who will fucking go mental about anyone doing any knuckle dust that looks anything like theirs. Yet these people, most of their knuckle dusters are a copy of other people's anyways, or like old knuckle dusters that they've like added a little fucking bit to. You know, you can't be nicking other people's designs and then cry when someone else does it to you. You know what I mean? Lee said, no, I read that. Drop said, keep acting like you don't know her name. No, I can't remember. It's Gemma something. So I keep shut up. I can't remember her name. Gemma something. Someone search. Fuck it. Let's just Google it, shall we? I'm not gonna say huge tits. What's the name of the English glamour model whose name starts with Gemma and she has lots of tattoos? No, Gemma Lucy, but it's not spelt Gemma. It's like this. I stay I. Right. Look her up and look like on her thigh, just above her knee, and you'll see my king of the knuckle dusters, knuckle duster. Decent, always love ladies with big titties. So imagine going to court over CCC patent infringement. Oh God, Lee said it's all like curry, brother. Everyone knows the recipe, but no one knows where it comes from. Well, exactly, that's it. Yeah, and then pretend you invented it. Yeah, but there's too many people who get proper arsey about other people making a knuckle duster that's a little bit like theirs. They're all influenced by the same fucking things, and there's only so many variations you can do. And yeah, but there's a lot of people who claim that their design is the original design, and it ain't. That's a copy of, even if they don't know it, even if, you know. But there is a couple that I did that are my own designs because I'd made them before I'd even seen, like, if you look at knuckle dusters now, there's a hell of a lot of designs now. Well, there never used to be. They was all very basic back in the old days because they weren't like decorative like they are now. People like to do all fancy original designs. There weren't loads of them back in the day because they was made for fucking using. You know what I mean? But yeah. Shed Ninja said, that was like Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide, brain the size of a planet, and you asked me about some pint with massive knuckles. Oh, that's job satisfaction. Exactly. Fucking hell. Penny said, gonna stretch and watch a horror movie. Love you. Love you, Penny. Enjoy your horror movie. What you watching before you go? Good night, Penny. Saint said, during the old days, spoken like a true fossil. Jock said, "You mean that there's people out there that make things and claim they designed them first?" Yes, yes, yes. Genitals, fuck's sake. David Wang said, "Just Google her, not my cup of tea." Yeah, no, she's not for everyone. She's not for everyone. It depends. She looks better in some pictures than others. But I was searching. There's a few people who they don't know it, but they have tattoos of my knuckle dusters on them, obviously. And why that is back in the day, I used to put all of my knuckle duster pictures on my Google blog. And that meant that all of those pictures was all over Google. They still are now. And I saturated it. If you search knuckle duster, the first 50 lines of images would all be mine. Yeah. And so what people would do, they'd go to a tattooist saying, "Oh, could I have a picture of a knuckle duster?" They'd Google it, and chances are they'd find pictures of mine. This image on here is a stolen image of one of my knuckle dusters, right? I didn't make this picture. I found it online. This is a knuckle duster that I made. I was looking online for pictures of knuckle dusters, found someone had done this image of my knuckle dusters. They'd taken one of my pictures, a physical picture, and turned it into a line drawing type thing like this. So I just stole it. Yeah. But I know of at least 3 or 4 people, just random people, who have tattoos of my knuckle dusters on them. Yeah. Saint said, "Does that make you feel really cool?" Because I'd feel like a legend. It's quite mental, isn't it? No, I do. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I think so. Yeah. That's why I looked it up, because I was curious. And there was. Yeah, so Gemma Lucy's one, mild celebrity, and a couple of the others are just random people. But yeah, they do have tattoos. And that's why that game, again, they must have searched knuckle dusters on Google Images, found various what they thought were old looking knuckle dusters, because the knuckle dusters they used are like some of the worst ones I've ever made. There was old, like, bolted together ones. And I think why they use those is because that's supposed to be a Victorian era game. So they tried to find the oldest looking knuckle dusters they could. And that just happened to be my old, like, early ones that I made. This stream is quite tame compared to ours. It is. Sam said, "Do you think there will be deactivate SA-80s when they change the rifle to something else?" Oh, there will be one day. Can you not get them now? Can you not find anything now? I bet they'd be very expensive, though. They'd be in the thousands, wouldn't they? I'd imagine. Saint said, "Can you make a YouTube short about it? Like a joke-ish WC history lesson?" What about what specifically, though? Knuckle dusters, tattoos, or I'll put it on the list. Might happen one day. Oh, stolen pictures. Okay. Yeah, I could show the tattoos, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That'd be something different, wouldn't it? Because I always like, yeah, nucks, tats, and tits. Yes, I could show the pictures. But yeah, even this picture wasn't something someone had, I say stolen. Someone had found an image of. They were selling T-shirts of it, actually. That's why I nicked it, because I thought that's a picture that I took of my knuckle dusters. That is a knuckle duster I made. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I could do that and I could show the pictures of the tattoos. Even the game, couldn't I? Yeah. Because what I could do, what you might find interesting, is show the because I can show you the original pictures as well. I can show you them on my blog, which dates it to like 2007, something like that. Fucking hell, that's nearly 20 years ago. Sorry, that's shocked me then. Yeah, fucking hell. I forget I've been on YouTube for fucking nearly 18 years. Yeah. But yeah, it all shocks me sometimes. Yeah, I could show you the original blog entries, the actual dates it was done. That's how I can always date things and prove that I was doing this stuff before a lot of other people were. Because of my blog. Deep said no one would buy an SA80 due to the shame of how shit they are. DC says I'm still thinking about the ladies' big boobs. Who isn't, mate? Who isn't? Saint said publicly talking about how small creator got run down by famous people, you'd make a front page of the Sun. Lee said the SA-80 L85 is being replaced by an AR-15 style rifle. No, I did not know that. The drop said, if only the picture of Mike they used was shirtless. That dropped. If you want to see me shirtless, just ask me one day. You know, catch me at the right time, I might say yes. Saint said to Sam, I don't know, went to a warehouse and they were selling loads of them, probably 1.5 thousand, since M16s were minimum 700 quid. Yeah, I know. Fuck it, let's just have a look, shall we? I have to be careful, though, actually. I won't be able to show it. Yes, because you do have to be careful about talking about firearms, even though they're DX. You can't talk about websites and selling them on live streams. Right, that's got no price. But they do them. They do old spec SA-80s. But yeah, I just remembered you do have to be careful about that on live streams now. They're fucking shit with that. Richard said, you handle people stealing your designs better than me. I'd be looking like a meth user wearing a loincloth saying thieving baggins and stole everyone. Well, if there was something I could do about it, I would. But the problem is, I know realistically, I'd never be able to get the money to like sue fucking Assassin's Creed anyway, fucking Ubisoft, whoever it was, and all these other things. And the people having tattoos of my knuckle dusters, I think, yeah, that's cool as fuck. I like that. That's quite cool. Sam said, what even is the current rules on DX guns? I've seen somewhere apparently you have to write a letter to the Home Office or something. Now you mention that, I think the thing about being put on a list is when you buy a DX now. I think you are put on a database when you buy a DX. See, this is the problem. It might be worth going through my channel, looking up any sort of law changes and watching the video to see whether I mention it. Because, as I say, I do so many videos on these things, I can't fucking remember. But I think it was DX that they now put you on a database. I'll ask that. Fuck it. We'll ask AI. It'd probably be wrong anyway, but why not? Do you get put on a database in the UK when you buy a deactivated firearm? Right. Often this is wrong, but there's a thing directly underneath it. UK Home Office, we will register thousands of deactivated firearms with no database. So this is the weird thing. You're not on a database, but they will... What the fuck? So you're not on a database, but they do take a list of you. What do they mean then? They write it down on a piece of paper? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. We will register thousands of deactivated files with no database. create a new registration system for potentially millions of deactivated firearms, and their owners will need neither a new database nor public spending. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anthony said, you still collecting DVDs? Yes. I'll show you the ones. If you remind me in a minute, I'll show you the latest DVDs I've got. Need an armory or they get bored out. I've gone to mean. Saint said, yeah, when I got my DAC, they said my name gets added, but it's only your name and you can change it when you sell it. Doctor, it's probably somewhere Google contracts that posting a picture makes it public property, even to corporations, yes. Richard, suing people, you sound like you know who. No way I'm being Jude Bluey. Shut it, Richard, I never said that, you dickhead. Thanks, I just realised I just ate crinkle cut ready salted crisps. Fuck's sake. TC said, I remember years ago some dude from America was trying to sell weapon parts and get them into the UK. Fuck's sake. John Ninja said, asking AI about DX, welcome back to the watch list. Oh, God. Dave said, I love chatting to chat GPT. Gives unbiased info. Yes. They can be, some of them can be bastards for being wrong, though. Or was you being sarcastic then? I know some of them are fucking horrendous for being totally wrong with their answer. The only reason I accepted what that said then, because directly underneath it was actually a Home Office thing. Yeah. Isn't anyone not in on the joke? I'm not anti-Semitic. Too late now. Too late. He's not. He was taking the piss out of a fucking demented fucking freak show we know. Thanks. I think AI told someone to eat poison once. Fuck it. Do any of you watch that bloke? I think his name is IR Husk on Instagram, where he asks the AI like weird shit, and his AI acts like it fucking hates him. It's fucking great. Daily Saint. Oh, God. I think it's IR Husk. Anyway, I don't know. But good fun, though. There's my phone charged now. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what we were talking about then. Yeah, Saint, I reckon I'll do that video. I think that would be quite good, yes. What was I going to call it, Peach? Put that on the to-do list. I will actually call it that. What did he call it? Nuts, tats, and tits. Nuts, tats, and tits. Yeah, well, I don't know if I managed to watch the video, Saint, but I knew he had done that, yeah. Have you seen the Sora AI mic that Liam did? Please make a video on it. Oh, that's right. Oh. Yeah, I did see him doing them because he used to send me some of the pictures he used to make. Fucking mental things. I like a bit of AI. I like how shit it is. Because, honestly, I have no fucking fear of AI. It is fucking shit. Have you seen AI robots try and walk upstairs? They're worse than Daleks, mate. So what this IR Husk bloke does, he'll get the phone and he'll say to it, like to chat GPT or whatever, he'll say, I'm being bullied and I need you to help me. Can you tell these bullies to leave me alone? And it never fucking does anything he asks, ever. Yeah, and it acts like it hates him. Where are we? WeaponCollector AI parody. The AI on Twitter just tells me Elon Musk is the most handsome and best at everything. Doesn't have a botched penis exception. Fuck's sake, Rich. Yes. Drop said there was a thing going around where they tested a rumor that teens were being told to kill themselves, and it didn't take long to prove. Company came out to say, yeah, we know. We're working on it. Fucking hell. Yeah. Anthony said it's mental. Some AI looks really fuck. Or some of it does, but often there's give. So if you mean like AI videos and images, it can be really good, but there's often massive giveaways. Really, really obvious giveaways. So my latest DVD collection, I got myself. Well, I didn't know. Malcolm got me these for Christmas. I asked for them. So I don't know what information that's got on it. Village of the Damned, brand new. You got me all new ones as well, which I wasn't expecting. Village of the Damned. There may be a theme going on here. Salt and Precinct 13, brand new again. Prince of Darkness. I didn't expect it to get me them all new. And then this one's coming out soon. 2-disc special edition. That's genuinely coming out soon. I'm making all the menus now. Drop said, and I read that. Wonder what the 90s would have been like if AI was. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. They said kids are born today who will grow up believing there's a real afterlife. Airfire Tactical, how you doing, mate? You right? Shed Ninja said, anyone remember Rogue Trooper in 2000 AD? His fallen comrade biochips that talked to him. That would be cool as AI version now. I don't know that one, mate. Grok, so sometimes I will, if I can't make an image or get an image, I will occasionally use like Grok and the Facebook one to do images for me because it's good for that. It's good for using, if you literally cannot make an image of something, it's good for shit like that. It can be shit though. You have to go through like loads to fucking get it. But Mother said, Mike, I've no explanation why others can't see my comments. Maybe you pressed on hiding my comments. But I was like, no. Are they coming up here? Are they coming up here? If you're writing the word knuckle duster, that won't come up. I had to block the word knuckle duster because people would spend so many fucking times keep saying, do you sell knuckle dusters? Do you sell knuckle dusters? I've blocked that word. So if you're writing knuckle duster, maybe that's why. But no, it shouldn't be hidden. I've not touched any moderating to hide stuff. I don't know, Mother. But no, you haven't been hidden or anything. You're an approved user as well, approved member. Lee said, kids won't need pens in the future. There's solar flare that will poo themselves. Saint said, you could probably ask her to make a Spyroverse episode. Piss off. No way. Do I look like I need fucking Spyroverse fucking inspiration? That Christmas song, I wrote that. I prove it. I got it written down here. Fucking Christmas episode. I wrote that. I hope I kept that. Fucking, I don't need AI. An approved user is it just basically means it doesn't work though. An approved user just means that they can put links on essentially, and they don't get none of these count for shit anyway, right? I have allowed everyone to put links on. It won't let anyone put links on. Approved users are supposed to be able to put links on videos, right? But they can't. Approved users also don't get censored if they swear. Again, everyone gets censored when they swear, no matter what. Anyway. Look at this. This is when I wrote the fucking Christmas song. Ain't fucking AI. Where are we? Feather duster. Richard, anyone seen those AI images of Shrek and Donkey and SpongeBob and Squidward committing the World Trade Center attack? The AI put turbans on them. AI doesn't know the difference between Muslims and Sikhs. Fuck's sake, Richard. I have not seen that. I've not seen that. Saint said, "What's an approved user?" TC said, "Ask AI about certain things; it will self-censor." The drop said, "Spirophiles has AI vibes as it is. No one would know." Well, it does have AI vibes, but it's totally fucking original. Where did you actually get the Spyverse information from? A live stream where I could tell you the whole process of how it came about. I was talking about the film's Saw, and then I mentioned I'd bought a Saw. Someone said, "Do you reckon that the film's Saw had got into my head and made me buy a Saw?" Someone then said, and then I think one of the Saw films is called Spiral, the new one at the time. Someone then said, "Lucky that Spiral didn't make you buy a spirograph, maybe tactical." So it was Nick Snives and Air Gunner who said the first bit about saws and Saw. And then Zed said he'd done a spirograph as a kid and it sort of scared him or something like that, or he didn't like it, chucked in the cupboard. And at that point, I just thought, I'm going to make something of this. I'm going to have a bit of fun tonight, and we're going to make something of it. And I did. And now look at it. That night I just thought, I'm going to make this become a thing now. And I did. Yeah, and that's it. That's where it came from. And then we made a load of weird shit up that night. And everyone was coming up with really good ideas. Crinkle Cut Cock came back that night. Airfire Tactical said, "Yeah, that's how I do things too." Monopoly verse next then. Mother said, "Does AI know the difference between spanning and cocking?" Shall I ask it? I'll ask it just for you. Do you know the difference between spanning and cocking? Apparently not. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's fucking shit. This is how shit it is. The terms spanning and cocking most likely refer to two different contexts. Spanning is to do with networking and time distance. Cocking is dog breeds and cooking spelt wrong. That's why I love AI, and that's why I have no fucking fear of it, because it fucking knows nothing. Yeah, good old paper and pen. That's what you want. No, it don't know the difference. It's fucking shit. Did you know that? Oh no, Monopoly. Monopoly was made by Hasbro. Hasbro made spirographs or produced spirographs. Hasbro also were the first people to commercially release Ouija boards. The whole lot is connected. And if you're sat here thinking, wow, is that real? Go and watch the documentary I made. It's fucking real, mate. But yeah, saying that's the whole inspiration for the Spirophiles or Spiroverse. It made me laugh when Zed said it. It gave him nightmares, and I thought, right, I'm bored. I'm going to make a thing of this tonight. And then it made me laugh so much, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to make it a thing for good now. And now look at us, 5 books. I think there's 5 books now. Did you know that? 5 books. Does it know the lolcow? Child. Don't you name him, Richard. You're lucky you got away with that. Lee said the more in what the more in Twelly than people believe. Oh God. Saint said, truth be told, Mike, I have a very sad secret to tell you. I, however, need a WC promise I shall not be banned. Go ahead, tell us. Are you Lord Flasher? And you have been the whole time. I've never seen the Spyroverse. You're fucking lucky. I don't fucking block you. No, I thought you was going to say you was one of the old regulars who pretended not to be. Get on there and watch it. It's okay if you haven't, though. It's okay if you haven't. You've never seen any of it. You've never seen any of it. I'm my hands like going to the thing to fucking block you. Nah, it's all good. It's most of my family haven't seen it. My twin brother's never watched it. I'm pretty sure I know people who have been in it and haven't bothered watching it. That's fine. That's fine. It's my masterpiece. It's part, you know, they are my masterpieces. So for people who don't know, there's a whole. This is the real. No, my mum's never seen it either. This will be a real DVD soon. I just haven't done the DVDs yet, right? But that's the real covers. So there's a whole series, 6 episodes. There's 2 documentaries and a Christmas special. There's some TV fucking shows you don't put out this kind of content. They said must have been the Boris Johnson hair. Deep in the bunk said, I keep saying you have a twin brother, but I've never seen you in the same room before. Yeah, I keep saying yes. Yes. Well, yeah, maybe there is just one of us, and I take my tattoos off. Drop said, and behind the scenes. Yeah, there'll be loads of extras. So this will be a 2-disc edition when it comes out. It will have so it's got audio commentary for all episodes, behind the scenes, outtakes and bloopers, photo slideshow, possibly music. Yeah. And then when I do the Christmas DVD, I will do the definitive edition because there was a couple of things I didn't get to put in. But no, there's loads of. I don't think my twin brother's ever watched it. So my younger brother Jim has watched it. He's watched all of them, and so has his son, and he fucking loves it. Yeah. So my young nephew, a completely new generation of you know, a family. He loves it. He sits there, pisses himself laughing. So that's good because that means the younger generation like it, and I think that's it. This is like the shit they like. I'm tapping into unfucking, you know, to a source that no one's provided for yet. It just hasn't got out there yet. Saint said, I wonder how hard it would be for you to license or have someone make a Doom style CCC game. That would be, yeah, a game would be amazing. Yeah. That wouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. Partly why I bought there's a game called Dreams where you can make games. Partly why I bought that is because I wanted to do stuff like that, like a Spyroverse game. But that fucking thing is the interface is so difficult to use on Dreams. I don't know how anyone makes games on that. It's really awkward. The doc said, pre-purchase assigned by the 2 lead actors. Yes, I forget about that. Genuinely, a couple of months, you better buy that. They said be available on U-Type the next day. I've even, when you put the DVD in, it will act like a proper DVD. So when you put the DVD in, you will get played a pretend piracy advert. I could play the piracy advert for you now if you want. If I've got it on YouTube, I'll play it for you. Who would like to see the piracy advert for the Spyro Files? Spyro's crypto coin, yeah. Yes. Hang on. Oh, go on then. Like you've got a choice. If it's on here, it might not be on here. Because what I normally do, I back stuff up on YouTube so that if I lose it, I've got it uploaded to YouTube. All right, hang on. So when you put the DVD in, this is what would play first. Right, can you see that? So put it in, and this would play, and then it would go to the menus after.
You wouldn't do a spirograph if you were evil. You wouldn't eat crinkle-cut cuisine. You wouldn't let a Desmond eat your foreskin. You wouldn't get taken to the nether regions. Downloading the Spyro files is stealing, and it is evil. You will face the consequences.
That's fake. Gosh, yeah. So there's a little spoiler for you. Oh God. Where are we? So yeah, don't be nicking it on fucking uTorrent. Pete said it'll be the next The Room. You'll have a cult following. I hope so. I hope so. Who did that? I'm pretty sure that was on that was some kind of audio that you can get on like YouTube do audio special effects. That weren't me. So said I'd love to see you go to CEX and try and trade it and see what they say. Oh, I'm definitely slipping some of these into charity shops and libraries. 100%, yes. These will make their way into shops and libraries and other places and charity shops. Yes. Hello, Mr. B1000. How you doing, mate? You all right? Yes, Happy New Year, mate. You all right? So, yeah, anyone wondered what you've just seen there? And why's everyone gone quiet suddenly? Richard said, sounds like the creepy creek watcher, yes. God's sake. Oh, God. Don't do what Red Bull did, mate, and purposely leave the DVD in parts. That's another one. I'll tell you what else I was going to do is get stickers printed off with QR codes and fucking put them all over the place. And I'd be prepared to fucking get loads of them and send them out to people and get them put everywhere. Yeah. There you go, Jot. He just said it, yeah. Put a QR code on it, the links to where to buy it, then start leaving them around places. Exactly that dropped, yes. I had already thought of that one. I think that would be great. In fact, hang on. I ain't got them on here, have I? But you can even put... Wait a minute. Let's just change this for a second. But you can put QR codes on here now, yeah, look. So, see that QR code up there? If you scan that, that'll take you directly to the Spyro files. The Spyroverse playlist, that would. And then this one, if you scan that, that'll take you to the donation service. But yeah. Would you like me to leave it on so you can scan it? That's the Spyroverse one. Scan it, see what happens. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. Might be too small on here. But yeah, I have been meaning to leave these up to yeah, I'd need to go full screen, I think. Hang on. Come on, you bastard. Oh, I can't stand fucking... I can't stay still for long enough. But yes, QR codes, amazing. Yeah, I want to do stickers of them. Don't know. So anyway, that's the Spyro files for you. That'll be coming out soon. I've 3/4 done the menus. So the program I bought enables you to do all proper custom menus. So your own images, your own audio, everything completely custom. So it will be like an original DVD. It won't be like just some random fucking, black background of 6 squares shit. You know what I mean? All right, Saint. Take care, mate. See, chances are I might stream tomorrow night, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. So everyone up to tomorrow. You got much planned? See you later, Saint. Drop said, just saying, print out shit loads of stickers. That's just Spyro with a QR in the middle. Put them everywhere. Bet you get thousands for a tenner. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, I had thought of that myself. I think that'd be a great idea. And, people would do it, wondering what it was. And, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that one day. Don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might go in the shed for a little bit. I'll see. Because I didn't really do anything today that was like working. It was more just clearing up. So, I don't know. I might have a look and see what stuff I've got for lists of videos as well. Because there's been a lot of videos that have been asked for recently. Maybe I'll even work on the WC history one. Me said was going on a camp, but buggered my back. So, house chilling tomorrow. Don't blame me, mate. My back keeps nearly going. For probably the past 10 days, my back keeps nearly going. Well, I've just been managing to stop it do it. Yeah. I think it's because I spent a lot of time. I don't normally sit on my sofa. I normally sit here because I'm usually on the computer most of the day. Well, where I've been trying to get away from the computer for a bit, I've been sat there. And, yeah, playing a bit of the old PS5 and watching films. Drop said, what's funny is that even if what's funny is that if it was even a decade ago, I'd be telling you to go where they sell DVDs and put them in there randomly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the best place to be. Because the problem is, I would go and take them into shops and then slip them into the shop. But the problem with proper shops, because they have barcodes on, they'd scan it and it wouldn't register as one of their DVDs, so they probably wouldn't sell it. Whereas a charity shop, they tend to go by just sort of, $5 for £1 or something, you know what I mean? So slip them in a charity shop. Or a library, stuff like that. Library even might be an issue, but yes. I didn't talk. It's a BB gun, replica, DIAC, and Chinese. Just pull up, Ross. You twat. Doesn't know, Mike. This is the best place to be. That certainly is. It certainly is. Yeah. I will get some printed out and find somewhere to, put them places, so at least there'll be some randomly out there. Once I've got all the covers already. I've got at least 50 covers. Still need to get cases and DVD stickers because I've already got the DVDs. I've got the DVDs. I've got the DVD, covers. DVD boxes don't cost a lot. Most expensive thing to do now is probably get the fucking stickers for the discs. Yeah. What have you been up to tonight, Tactica? Lee said, do ones with subs for us deaf gits. Well, what I have done is I could do that, but what I have done for most of the bits that you can't tell what people are saying, will have subs anyway. I'd have to look into that because the problem is when you make these DVDs yourself, to have an option where it adds subtitles on, you have to have those physically 6 episodes on again with the subtitles, and then that'd start getting onto like 3 different discs then, or to have them on and off. I mean, Drop said, if you make a design, I'll print out a ton here and start slapping them around here. No calf. Okay, mate. Well, I'll do that soon. You're off deep in the bunker. Good night, mate. Take care. Sorry I didn't get to have a chat to you New Year's Eve. I did put a link on Discord, but I never came on live in the end. I just went straight onto StreamYard and hoped that I might have emailed you or WhatsApped you, didn't I? But I don't know if he was about. But yeah, good night, mate. I'm hoping I'm not too fucking wide awake when this ends. I might try and go to bed at a normal time because I've been going to bed later and later and later recently. But it's now making me get up later and later and later. But yeah, I'll sort out a design. Dropped. I'm not putting that towards my fucking face. I wouldn't shoot any of these old crossbows that have been in here for fucking 10 years without being shot anyway. If I was going to start shooting these, I'd get new bands for them. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, fucking hell, just hit my knee. He said, off to bed. Great live, Mike. Thanks, brother, Nigel. See you soon. Take care, Lee. Nice having you on, mate. Fucking hell, I may have to go off about 12-ish. I've got such bad wind. It's actually making me feel slightly sick. You're off as well, Shed. Good night, Shed Ninja. Take care, mate. Thank you for the message. I have read it, and I'll get back to you properly about that soon. But yeah, I do appreciate it, and it's nice to see you back, mate. See you later. Timbo said, I've been out, just got home. Nice. Where you been, Timbo? Yeah, got such bad wind. It's actually slightly making me feel sick. Trapped wind. What's with the Sobek being hard to cock? People are just too weak to span it, lol. I'll tell you what, though, Tactics, it's a weird one. They're really, the arms are really, really tight in that bit. I know you're taking the piss, but yeah. Drop said, well, we're scrolling through old screenshots and found a bunch when you was holding a green rod. You're lucky I don't send them all to Persia. Oh, he's probably got them all anyway. He's probably got them all. Fucking green screens. Yeah, I forgot about that. The thing is, I willingly posed for those, so you're okay. Dimbo said, seen some friends in a weird town called Poundbury. Like a ghost town after dark, literally no one around. Nice. That's a jokes aside, it's based on the OP360, which can get jammed in those grooves. Yeah, straight out the box. It's really tight. I was going to go and get it, and I can't, can I? Yeah, straight out the box is really tight. It don't bother me. What I did, I just put a little bit of grease on, and it's fine. But I just assumed it was because it was a new crossbow. And I was unaware that it was an issue for other people. I just assumed, yeah, it's a new crossbow. It's going to be a little bit tight. That'll ease up after a while. But apparently, it is an issue that people had noticed. And that video's had at least 400 views now, which is quite good for me at the minute. For that kind of video. Right, I need to play. I'm going to do a bit of a slingshot. I don't have to run off, but I'm going to rip out a massive fart while the video plays. You got to pay to hear those. Right. What's the one that always gets me a fucking suicide warning? Oh no, that's fucking Drop said, is it tolerances or just tight bolt? I think it's tolerances because it's just all it is the arms have like a bit sticking out and like a it's hard to explain. A bit like this, bit like that, but the other angle would look like that. You know what I mean? That sits in a groove, and it just seems very tight. I need a slash anyway. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I need to go to the toilet. I'll put this ad on because I may actually have some of this stuff to sell soon.
Found ya. Stay on the floor, shut your cake hole, and use your King Lears for once in your life, you fucking mug. It's a tough world out there for a grizzled East End enforcer. If, like me, you need quality accessories that you can rely on, get your ass down to Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium. Fucking wallop, son. Get your ass down, Mike's. He'll give you the quivers, he'll give you broadheads, and he'll give you aids. These novelty bayonet cocking aids are a worthy addition to any pistol crossbow setup. Excellent handmade gear at basement prices. Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium! I told Mike you'd buy him a coffee. Don't make me a cunt.
Back. Josh said, "Go fight, you weirdo." I'm not farting off screen. If you want to listen to farts on screen, you pay for them. That's that shit you can make money out of. Don't really do shit like that. That did I had my OP360 pop out the groove at least twice. I was clocking it. Fair enough. Or maybe what they've done then, maybe they've tried to stop that happening by doing that. They've made this tighter. Yeah. I don't know. It's all right. But yeah, it didn't really. I personally didn't find it an issue. People have asked me this to do a video on it. Drop said, "Won't fight on screen, but look straight down the lens for a piss." Yeah, that's when I'm drinking. You know, I do have some morals when I do have some morals and manners when I'm sober. And what's the other word? I can't think of the word now. No, can't think. Lack all inhibitions, ethics. Yeah, hello, Joe. Yeah, inhibitions. So yeah, I don't know. For me, it wasn't really an issue. The cocking thing. What it was when I originally got it, I cocked it and I thought, oh, that feels a bit tight. So I just put a bit of grease on and that eased it up enough and thought, yeah, that's fine. But it turns out there's a few people who have noticed it a lot. One bloke said that he finds it hard. He finds his harder to cock than a fucking 150-pound adder. So I don't know how fucking stiff his is. So stiff, cock, hard. You get everything here. He damn sure doesn't have HR. Yeah, morals, standards, and practices. Yes. There's already clips of me farting on fucking YouTube, but you're not getting any more of them. Premature bolt firing. Yes. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. What's the time? Cool. I'll probably go off at 12, just so everyone knows. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I haven't really got anything planned. Charles says I've done all this before, for fuck's sake. So you greased the shaft and you made cocking easier. Who knew how hard it would be to extend without lubricants? There you go. Yes. Look, you must have read the thing I wrote on fucking Discord. Honestly, the reason I wrote spanned is because I thought there's already enough cocks and hards and, you know, and stiff in the title. The fucking video will end up being hidden. Yeah. I don't know. I might do a couple of videos tomorrow. Oh, that reminds me, actually. I still need to do the nighttime bit for this torch. So I realised I'd done a fucking torch review. And guess what I didn't show? What would be one of the most important parts of doing a review of a torch? John said, yeah, but I know I can see you jumping. Yes, the lady does protest too much, don't she? Beats him cuckling, fuck's sake. You keep your fucking cucking to yourself, tactical. Yes, exactly, Timbo. Showing it at night. Showing it at night. Good little fucking torch this is. So you can have the light coming out the top bit or the side bit. It does spotlight, I think, and like spotlight and floodlight. Standard sort of torch. This bit's magnetized, this bit's magnetized, so you can hook it like that way and have the light coming out like that. You can hook it that way and the light coming out like that. And I think it does red and yeah, rechargeable battery. Sam said you got a Discord server. Sort of. So I do, but it's a very private one. Everyone, there's only about 12 of us on there, and everyone who's on there, I sort of, everyone says, I always say it's like a threat. I know what they look like and I know where they live. It's because there's, I don't know, I can't do a public one. I've tried doing a public forum once and it got so dodgy on there that, yeah. It's a shame because I'd love to do like a public one, but I know for a fact within a week I'd be chucking people off of it for writing loads of illegal shit on there. People have a habit of they can't help themselves. And they forget that that person writing it may think they're anonymous, right? But let's say that person had bought something off of me once. There's a record of their address on my computer, and if I ever got raided and the police searched my computer, they would see these people writing all these illegal things, and I don't really want that to happen. You know what I mean? So this happened a few times that I've had to say to people, stop writing all this weird shit because you could still get done for it. And then they've got funny about it. But yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Drop said, not sure I've ever seen cuck as a verb. Joe has shown it under the cover of daylight. Drop said, or would that be you brought your kid along? Cuckling. Let's say. That ain't me either, but it's after 11, anything goes. Joe said, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But yeah, there's about 12 of us on there. Everyone on the Discord, I either know what they look like or where they live, or both. But it's a personal, I have to keep it very private. Drop said, I mean, you're a cuck, but would make your kid a cuckling, right? Drop said, I agree, JRL. That's why he sleeps in the same bed. What have I said now? I'll keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Oh, Christ's sake. Yeah, good torch this is. I'll do a review of it soon. You get a fucking rechargeable, like, AA battery. 900 milliamp hour. Sam, if I know you for long enough, you know, and we get to be good friends, I'll enjoy you. Sorry, that's what nearly came out of my mouth. Then I'll add you to the Discord one day. But there's a lot of people who have asked. Jerry said Energizer does a 20,000 milliamp AA. Fucking hell, mental. Red as well. Look at that for a weird fucking effect. Doing that weird, as weird as that looks like for me. Is that as weird for you as it is for me? Fuck's sake, blowing myself. Alright, where are we? Good night, Peach. Take care, mate. Drop said I got a Scully that has a headlamp and Bluetooth speaker in it. She knew I was going to be changing out truck transmissions. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Shine it on your head and blind us all. Gerald said that looks like an old extermination effect they had in Doctor. I thought that was quite weird, wasn't it? It sort of, yeah. The only time you're that red is when you're drunk. Thing is, I even joke about it in the review of this. These fucking torches have so many different settings. I don't know what half of them are half the time. This could have fucking multicolour setting for all I know. Did I tell you? Well, I say I nearly got scammed. They didn't even fucking nearly fucking scam me, but some fucking hacking fucking bastards tried to scam me and get hold of my channel the other day. I had an email from Mora Knife. I told you about that, didn't I? At the time, I hadn't checked it, right? So Mora Knife contacted me saying, would I like to review their knives? And I know the process, what you go through when you review things for people. It doesn't involve them saying, here is a load of links for you to click, and you need to click this and accept all this bullshit. And the moment I would have clicked that, that would have probably took control of my fucking, computer, or it would have got hold of my YouTube channel somehow, or whatever, you know what I mean? So I just fucking deleted it, and then I'm going to report them later. Timbo said, I bought a good basic one from Little Audi for £10. Yeah, that's what. Do you know what, Timbo? I would never buy any of these expensive torches I have. Personally, I wouldn't buy them. They're too expensive. But people do like to buy them. But a tenner one's fine, isn't it? They'll do the same job. Last just as long. Drop said, quick questions. Anyone self-check out the Lidl? Yes. When I'm with Metallic, we often go to Lidl or Aldi, and you get forced to after time, because they'll have one till open. They'll have one till open, and one person stood with the self-checkouts doing all that. So half the time you have to. Yeah. Did I tell you about what happened at the self-checkouts when I was in Metallic last time? It was great. So I wasn't with Metallic, but it was when I was round Metallics. Me and Steve went to Tesco's. I think it might have been on the way home because he took me home. Because he could drive. It saved me getting a coach. Anyway, we were stood there, and I kept being in the way of everyone. And I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go. So I went through the self-checkout bit and just stood there. And I said to myself, I probably shouldn't stand here because the way I'm dressed, someone's going to think I'm a security guard, right? At that point, someone walked through the gates and it started beeping. He started turning his bag out to me, and I didn't realise at first what was happening. And then I suddenly realised he thought I was a security guard, and he was showing me what he bought. And I started laughing and said, fuck it, I'm not actually one of the security. And this bloke behind him started pissing himself laughing because he could see all this happening. And then I said, it's weird because I literally just said in my head, if I stand here, someone's going to think I'm security. Because I was dressed all in black with a bomber jacket on. And I've got a wallet with like a chain that hangs out. And I think that makes people think it's like keys or something. Drop said, is it a dude's voice? I can't remember now if it's a dude's voice or not. The honest trouble with cheap torches is they fail in a few months. I have a few pocket ones, but you have to tap them to get them to work. Where were you in Mothercare? Shut up, you know. Timbo said, yeah, I have a couple of tap torches. But yeah, what was you saying about this bloke's voice they dropped? I don't know if it's a bloke's voice or not. I don't go in there enough to register. I can't remember it really saying much. I don't know. No, I think it's a woman's. I'm just trying to think. I can't really. It's not one of those type of things I really pay much attention to. Giles said mother care doesn't exist anymore. Lol. Sake. See, it was that crap at security. They had to close it. I wasn't on fucking security. No, I knew it. I stood there and I thought someone's going to think I'm security if I stand here, and they fucking did. Drop said there was a thing in Scotland where they had a contest to be the voice for the checkout. He's a fan from a morning radio show I listened to, and the fan base got him to win. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'll pay more attention next time I'm with Metallic. But I think the one we go in is Aldi and not Lidl. So they are two different shops anyway, aren't they? Even to me, they're not. In my head, they're not. They're the same shop, but they're not, are they? But I think it's Aldi we go in. I don't know. And is he Scottish? Because if he's Scottish, I'll tell Metallic that. She probably was prepared to go there. That is a cheers for making me laugh. Glad to respect. That's right. The drop said, we know him as Blind Alan from Scotland. I asked Persia, but he said he doesn't have self-checkout at his Lidl. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I shall look into it. Dropped. If I don't forget, I'll look into it. Sam said to Tactical, I have had that trouble with budget also. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. All of my torches seem to fuck up after a while. And I hardly ever have any torches that last a long time. Even expensive ones don't. Dimbo said, not sure many people would understand the Jock self-checkout, Dan. Well, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. As I say, me and Metallic, when I'm with her, we do go in either Audi or Lidl. I don't know which one it is. But I've never noticed that. I've never noticed it. But yeah, I got quite a few nice torches, but I wouldn't have bought them. That's a fucking good one. That is a... So this is a power bank as well as a flashlight, and it's also got like a lamp mode underneath. Standard light, decent size, massive fucking battery in it. Workhorse TS27, but as I said, I wouldn't buy that. It's too expensive. Most I'll spend on a torch. See, something like this, I don't mind spending 20 quid on something like that, because that's a power bank as well, so you can charge your stuff. Decent torch, nice big head on it. That's what she said. Let's not get into the shafts and all shit again like that. But yes. Drop said, just asking, it's odd, it's a small world type thing. Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah. No, just because my brain is now trying to say, have you ever heard a Scottish person in a thing in an Audi Lidl? And now I don't know whether I've even been in a fucking Lidl. I might have only been in a fucking Addle. Yeah, an Addle. Why is it only women know the difference between Audi and Lidl? I get into endless trouble for not knowing which one's which. Mrs. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know either. They're the same shop as far as I'm aware. Just someone changed one of the letters. Thank you for confirming that. Yes. Drop said we all need to protest for a big ass 4D cell mag lights. What they need to do is a 4D cell mag light with new lights in it. You know, like a fucking Cree LED and the 18650 batteries. Because who wants to fuck about D cells? And all like those old shitty rechargeable batteries, all shit. Like all like standard D cells and like double A's. I got 4 AA batteries the other day, charged them up, put them in my fucking radio. That lasted 11 minutes on a full charge, them fucking batteries. So I'm going to have to fucking do away with it and get a fucking proper rechargeable fucking radio now, because I can't listen to it when I'm in the fucking bog otherwise. The person whose testicles were bitten off by a camel is back. Welcome back. How are you? All right. Hang on. If we're going to talk about this, I want everyone to know about this. Okay. So Tarot Destroyer said, my boyfriend's testicles were bitten off by a camel recently. Should I marry him when he wakes up from his coma, or marry his identical twin brother whose testicles are in pretty good shape? So they're not in like 100% shape, but pretty good shape. So that's the thing I'm getting from that conversation, is the twins' balls are nearly perfect, but not. Should they stay with the twin or go with the good ball twin? I don't know. I don't monetize these live streams, so it doesn't really matter. A gerbil is trapped in my boyfriend's butt and can't get out. Should he keep feeding it milk with medicine dropper or leave it starve to death? I don't know. Oh, God's sake. Joel said, "What did he do to piss the camel?" Yeah. So if he deserved his balls being bitten off by a camel, then maybe you shouldn't go with that one. That one. Drop said, once you've seen what you've seen Jamal. That's sake. That is actually quite good. Zyrel said you should marry the camel. Drink milk, problem solved. I put an ounce of sugar in my left bra cup. It hurt at first, but I got used to it. Look, can I just say, I love the freak shows when they come on, but I miss one particular freak show or two of them. The glove freak. Why doesn't the glove freak ever come on? They'd be satisfied in a couple of minutes nowadays. I literally got gloves on. Now I've got gloves on. No glove freak come on. However, I wouldn't be able to satisfy the zip freak today because I literally have a broken zip on my trousers, and they're actually sewn up. There's no actual zip. There is a zip there, but it's just sewn up. Yeah, where's our zipper freak? I wouldn't be able to satisfy the zipper freak tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, and don't forget you can support the channel if you want. There's a website called Coffee where you can donate, and the link is in the description and in the chat. And if you do donate, you can leave me messages that I will read out to everyone. Okay, you can do it for as little as £2. ! Support. We'll make it come up in the comments, and here's a little video showing you how to support. Right, it takes debit cards and credit cards. Khalid, how you doing, mate? I'm not too bad. I'm staying warm. Yeah, Happy New Year, mate. I'm going to order some stain and varnish tonight for your stick. I've been in the shed today. I've been looking into what stuff I need. So hopefully, I don't know how long that'll take to arrive, but not long. Hopefully in about a week, maybe, I should have your stick on the way if you're ready to receive it by then. Yeah. Gerald said, as long as they are not messages to get Mike arrested by the social media police, a legit thing these days. Wow, yeah. Well, if it was that dodgy, I wouldn't read it. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Now it's not too. It is cold. It is cold, but yeah. Now I'm all right in here. Drop said you're 5 over. Get some rest, Mike. Yeah, yes. Well, I'll go in a minute. I'll stay on if I'm not if I'm not looking at the clock. If you know what I mean. Drop said if all goes well, this hole will fill with water. Khalid said, thank you. I understand it's hard work in the cold with your condition. I'm back home. Terrible holiday for great food, fuck's sake. Well, I hope you had a good time. Yeah, I went in there today. Funny thing is, my hands weren't too bad today. But it was more clearing up. Yeah. 5-0. I just realised that. But yeah, it will be. I gave it another sand today. I'll get some nice stain for it, and yeah, and then I'll be done. I was going to stain it today, but I realised I didn't quite have the right stuff, and I want to do it as good as possible. It makes me grateful to be British African. No fuck's sake. Oh well. I'd say, well, I hope you had a good time at some point. So nice to be back. Oh gosh, what purpose sounds the police? Fuck's sake. Yes, I didn't register the 5 over. Yes, 5 over. Sake. Now I will go off in a minute. So yeah, I hope you all have a nice Sunday. I'll take my don't need to take them down for another 2 days. I think I'm going to take mine down Monday. Because technically the 12 days of Christmas is after Christmas Day. So you have like Christmas Day till 6th of November, I think. They said you can get a month's worth of food for 50 quid in Senegal. Yeah, I remember someone saying to me once, not about Africa, but similar places, that, you know, our kind of money in some of these countries, you living like a king sort of thing. You make so much money, but the problem is, if you don't like it over there, then what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? Jason, most people I know take it down January 1st. Yeah, most people do, really. Sam said, are cane knives, sword canes illegal? Yes, unless they're antique. So if you have an antique sword cane, it is legal to own. Otherwise, no. Yeah. No, you can't have a modern one. Dropped till I got a week's worth of food for like 350 today. So yeah, well, exactly. Maybe I'll get my glasses on, dropped, and have a read of that. If you make a sword cane, be sure to make it look old. Yes, exactly. Fucking great book this is, I tell you. All right. I am going to piss off now, though. I do appreciate everyone watching. It's been a good night tonight. Quite enjoyed it. And there's a fair few people on, because it's been a couple of the live streams recently. It's not anyone's fault. No one's fault at all. It was YouTube's fucking fault. The last couple of live streams, like the normal ones, no one had been sent it. So it was like me and like 3 people, and it was really hard work. You know, 'cause it's hard to maintain a conversation when, you know. So I do appreciate you all being on, and I do appreciate you all having a nice chat tonight, because I get out of what you get out of it. You know what I mean? I come on here to socialise with people and have fun and have a laugh. So when there's no one on, it's like me sitting, you know, in the pub on my own. You know what I mean? Yeah, being a loner. So I do appreciate it when everyone's on. All right, thank you. Good night, Len. Good night, Timbo. Good night, Tactical. Good night, Sam, Khalid. Who else? The Dropped. Say good night to Penny for me. Hope you're enjoying her film. Jyrell. Tarot Destroyer. I hope you work out what you're going to do in life one day. And anyone else watching. Shed Ninja Ruzy gone, isn't he? Drop said, off your fuck. Been fun. You'll catch you on the next one. Good luck out there. Love you, mate. Love you too, Dropped. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. As I say, I do genuinely appreciate it. And I might see you tomorrow night if everyone's about. All right, just get another one in. Why not? All right. Cheers for watching. Thank you, and I will see you all tomorrow. Maybe. Good night.